At 6:30 every morning, Adam's alarm rang with the same soft piano melody. At 6:45, he poured the same dark roast coffee into the same chipped blue mug. At 7:30, he walked the same quiet street to the same safe job. Adam loved his routine. He called it peace, but peace and paralysis often look the same in the beginning. Adam worked as a graphic designer in a respectable company. The salary was steady, the tasks were predictable. His boss liked him because he never argued, never risked, never tried anything that could fail. At night, though, Adam worked on something different, a dream. Hidden inside a folder on his laptop was a project no one knew about. Illustrations for a graphic novel he had been creating for 3 years. A story about a man trapped inside invisible walls, unaware that the prison had no doors because he had built it himself. Adam never showed it to anyone, not even to Lily. Lily was the only unpredictable thing in his carefully organized world. She was a photographer who chased storms for fun. She once drove 4 hours just to capture lightning over a desert. She believed in intensity, in living loudly. One evening, as they sat on the rooftop of Adam's apartment building, Lily asked, "Why don't you ever post your art?" Adam shrugged. "It's not ready." "It's been 3 years," she said gently. "When will it be ready?" He didn't answer, because deep down he knew the truth. It wasn't about readiness, it was about safety. Adam's comfort zone didn't feel like destruction. It felt warm, familiar, like a soft blanket in winter. With psychologists, call it the status quo, bias, our tendency to prefer things to stay the same, even if the same is slowly suffocating us. Adam wasn't unhappy, but he wasn't alive either. One day at work, his manager announced a new creative campaign. "We need bold ideas," she said. "Something risky." Adam had one. It was brilliant, different, emotional. But when the meeting started, his heart pounded, his palms sweated. What if they hate it? What if I look stupid? What if I fail? So when his turn came, he presented a safe idea instead. Predictable, acceptable, forgettable. The campaign launched weeks later. It flopped, and the idea that won. It was almost identical to the risky concept Adam had buried in silence. That night, something cracked inside him. For the first time, what he realized his comfort zone wasn't protecting him. It was stealing from him. Days passed. Adam became restless. Even his coffee tasted bitter. Lily noticed. "You're somewhere else," she said. "I keep thinking," Adam replied quietly. "What if I'm wasting my life trying not to lose?" Lily looked at him for a long moment. "My dad," she began softly, "worked the same job for 30 years. He always wanted to open a bookstore. He never did. The day he retired, he said, 'I survived my life.'" She paused. "I don't want to survive, Adam. I want to live, and I want to love someone who wants the same." The words weren't angry. They were honest, and honesty is more terrifying than anger. For the first time, Adam felt a new fear, not of failure, but of regret. That night, he opened his hidden folder. He stared at the protagonist of his graphic novel, a man staring at invisible walls. Adam whispered, "The walls aren't real, are they?" The mystery had always been this. Why didn't the character simply walk forward? Now he understood. Because the walls were psychological. Fear of judgment, fear of loss, fear of change. Adam saw himself in every panel. The next morning, he did something reckless. He posted his artwork online. No announcement, no dramatic speech, just publish. His heart raced the entire day. Every notification felt like a potential threat. Then the comments started coming. "This is powerful. I've never seen Comfort Zone explained like this. When is the full book coming out?" Not everyone loved it. Some criticized, some ignored. But something inside Adam shifted. He hadn't died. He hadn't collapsed. The world hadn't ended. He had survived visibility. Weeks later, he pitched a bold idea again at work, this time the real one. His voice shook, but he didn't withdraw it. Silence filled the room. Then his manager said, "This is different. Let's try it." The campaign became the company's most successful launch of the year. But the real victory wasn't external. It was internal. Adam realized, success isn't the opposite of failure. It's the opposite of hiding. The biggest risk came last. One evening, Adam met Lily at the same rooftop where everything had started. "I've been thinking," he said. She raised an eyebrow playfully. "That sounds dangerous," he smiled. "I've spent my whole life trying to make sure nothing breaks. But maybe things are supposed to break. Maybe comfort is just slow decay." He took a breath. "I don't want to survive my life. I want to build it, with risk, with art, with you." Lily's eyes softened. "You're different," she said. "No," Adam replied. "I'm just finally stepping forward." The mystery of the invisible walls was solved the moment he walked through them. They were never there. Years later, Adam's graphic novel was published. It resonated with thousands of people trapped in quiet routines. In interviews, he was often asked, "What changed your life?" He always answered the same way. "My comfort zone almost destroyed me, not with pain but with permission. Permission to stay small, permission to delay dreams, permission to avoid fear." He would pause, and then add, "Growth begins the moment comfort becomes uncomfortable." Moral of the story: your comfort zone doesn't ruin you loudly. It ruins you gently by convincing you that safe is enough. But love requires courage, dreams require exposure, success requires risk, and the walls you fear, they exist only as long as you refuse to test them. Step forward. You might discover they were never real.